What up everyone, Jay here, and I'm back with another edition of the ABCs of Horror, where I recommend 26 different horror movies that aren't necessarily known by the general public, but people like us, horror fans, know it like the back of their hands. Moving along to letter B, there's a lot to choose from. There's Peter Jackson's Bad Taste, which is a great over-the-top alien action movie. Way before Lord of the Rings, there's my favorite Lucio Fulci movie, The Beyond. Great horror effects in this movie, and it's just a great movie in general. There's the amazing 2015 Turkish horror movie, Baskins, which I still think is probably the best modern horror movie I've seen in a long time. Fun fact, Baskins is the 8th Turkish movie to ever be released in the US. I'm not sure if that includes Turkish Star Wars, but that's for another day. The movie we're talking about today is John Carpenter's Body Bags. Body Bags is a 1993 made-for-TV horror anthology movie directed by, obviously, John Carpenter and Tobe Hooper of Texas Chainsaw Massacre fame. Unlike other great anthology flicks like Creepshow 1 and 2, The Twilight Zone movie, Tales from the Dark Side, etc., I feel this movie isn't talked about as much, which is a shame because it's a fun film. But the main reason to watch this movie is the crazy amount of cameos in here. Like, my god. There's Wes Craven, R.I.P., Sam Raimi, Tom Arnold, Debbie Harry from fucking Blondie, Greg Nicotero, Roger Corman. It's just crazy. So the movie's pretty much 3 vignettes with John Carpenter narrating and setting up each story. He's pretty much the crypt keeper of the movie and very much plays a part. With the bad puns, the hammy performance, but that just adds to its charm. The first story, The Gas Station, is about Anne, a young college student, on her first day of her new job at the gas station attendant during the graveyard shift. While this is happening, a serial killer escaped a mental institution and is on the loose. Typical story. FYI, this story takes place near Haddonfield, Illinois, which is a definite nod to, obviously, the Halloween franchise. The next story, Hair, stars the awesome Stacy Keach, who many of you might know from movies like American History X, but I know him from the great but short-lived Fox show, Titus. Wussy! He plays a man named Richard who's slowly losing his hair, but agrees to a new experimental procedure to stop that. Just like most horror anthology movies, or just horror movies in general, things don't turn out well. The last story, I, stars Luke Skywalker himself, Mark Hamill, as a famous baseball player who has an eye transplant after a terrible car accident. Unknowing to him, the eye he gets belonged to a deranged serial killer, and is slowly taking over him. You can tell by the stories they were inspired a lot by the old DC horror comics, but that's what makes the whole experience fun. It doesn't take itself too seriously, its tongue-in-cheek mentality is just infectious, and it's filmed and hosted by 2 of the greatest horror directors ever. It may not be the scariest movie out there, but if you have a bunch of friends over, it's a great one to pop in. So that's my recommendation. Body Bags, you gotta see it. But if you have, comment below and tell me what you thought of it. Till then, I will do another ABCs of Horror relatively soon. I don't know when. I'm kind of doing this sporadically because I have nothing else better to do. Later.